Welcome back to my random junk. Gonna do my review of the Lenovo Star Wars Jedi Challenges AR set. Just did a unboxing video, and if you want to see that unboxing video, see everything that came, all the accessories that came with it, please at the end of the video, click on the link, and it'll lead you right over to that video. All right. So before I talk about my review and what I thought about the product, I actually just want to kind of describe how some of the stuff works. So this is a Bluetooth lightsaber. It's got a controller, so you got a button here and a button there. And when it pairs up your phone, it actually comes up a raised lightsaber, even though it's also Anakin's and Luke's. But one thing what's kind of cool, even though it says raised lightsaber, is that the app actually has a good amount of Star Wars universe. The prequels, original trilogy, Force Awakens, and also Rebels. So it's got a wide span for the fans of all the Star Wars parts, right? So the way the lightsaber works is that it works two ways. It works off the tracking the light with the camera in the headset. The next thing, it actually works for the track this motion with a gyroscope and an accelerometer. So that's how that works, right? So like I was talking about, you have two cameras on this headset. They're both fisheye cameras, and this actually runs off of a 2200 milliamp battery. Charging port is actually the same port you plug in your phone. It's right here. Boom, that's it, and boom, now it's not connected. But you charge it, obviously it has a USB charger, and you put it in this one spot to charge this headset. Headset is actually relatively comfortable once you find the precision. At first, it was a little iffy. I'm like, ugh, this is kind of giving me a headache. Well, it turns out because I wasn't adjusting it correctly, and I just had to tighten it to the right spot where it was comfortable. There are 3 points you can actually adjust this headset. It's here, and here, and here. And it actually sits rather well. It's a foam cushion here and foam here. I thought these were a little bit uncomfortable. I wasn't a fan of that. Maybe if it was more of a rubber than a foam, it might be better. But overall, it fits on rather well. It actually weighs 1.5 pounds. So 1.5. In my unboxing video, I actually felt like a weakling and an idiot because I said, wow, this actually feels kind of heavy. Well, when I found out it was a pound, I was like, oh, geez, when did a pound become heavy to me? How old am I getting? Also, how weak am I getting? I haven't actually lifted weights in months, and I could tell, my arms have decreased because of that. But anyways, that's how that goes. So the way this works is that it actually works by tracking light. It tracks light off the lightsaber, and then it tracks light off this beacon. So the beacon actually works on 2 AA's, and this sits on the floor. And this one tracks, the area that this is going to pick up, which the area is recommended is 4.5 feet by 10 feet. Yeah, my living room, I don't think I have all that amount of space. So you might want to adjust, your angles or something like that if you have a small living room like mine. So, all right. So your phone, what you're going to do is you can download the app, and it comes to this device here that you put your phone in. I'm trying to do it while doing this video carefully. So, you have this plug that plugs your phone into there, and then the two can talk to each other. And it actually comes with 2 different wires for Android and 1 for iPhone. But it's the new generation with the lightning cable, not the old school, 30 pin. So the way this works is that it opens up, and then to hold your phone. So you put your phone in, and it's got a hole for the screen. So you download the app, and then you follow all the instructions prior to putting it in there. But read everything, because it actually has really good detail. It's detailed nice enough. So if you think you know what you're doing, you might screw up. Just read it carefully, take your time, and then you can get started without being angry. You know, you just pop your phone in there, clicks, and then it seems like a small size, but it looks pretty nice when it's actually on the headset. And then make sure your phone doesn't wobble. Just click down in there, and then you insert it back inside the headset. So as that works. All right, let's see some gameplay. So right here, this purple thing right here is the beacon. So you get stand about 4 feet away from the beacon, and I don't have a large living room, so all this footage you're gonna see, meaning the footage you're gonna see, is basically just me playing and using my lightsaber against invisible, characters. But you can see how my reaction to it as I go through it. So my living room, you see, isn't large, and so some of the stuff that I've tried actually kind of cuts through this area, and I'll get to that as those scenarios come. But right now, I'm going to do is a lightsaber battle against Darth Maul. Darth Maul it basically stands about 5 feet away from me, and right there is where my TV is. So basically, Darth Maul is standing on and in my TV, and he's kind of through it, and that's what kind of ruins the effect. But when you're doing it, I don't really think of it as he's through the TV. I still have fun battling them. So if you have a large living room, this is going to be amazing. But if you're small like mine, kind of your furniture and stuff gets in the way. That's kind of a bummer, but it does tell you what it recommends, so it's not really, it's not the fault. So if you took this outside and played it, boom, that'd be awesome. So there are 2 types of lightsaber battles so far that I encountered. There's the ones like, I'm on Naboo right now, and I'm battling droids, and they're shooting at me, and I'm just deflecting it with my lightsaber. It goes on pretty good, but as they get closer to you, you can swipe them down. It feels pretty good. So right now you're going to see is me kind of doing a short battle against Darth Maul. And the way that works is that you can actually, there's like a sense that comes up for you to put your lightsaber to kind of block Darth Maul. And there's moments that tells you when to do kind of a critical hit. Even though you can kind of hit in between that, but there's certain moments that tells you, okay, you got to strike right now. This is the time. So, all right, let's check it out. All right, so the beacon, it lights up pretty well, and there's a button for you to kind of recenter it, but this is actually kind of slow. So it doesn't actually keep up with it, but it works well, but the blade doesn't always match what you're doing. So when I'm swinging, my lightsaber is here in my hand, but the blade sometimes is here when it's there. So it's kind of lagging. But even though it's lagging, it actually still, it still times out pretty well. Meaning, it doesn't work against you. At least it doesn't feel like it. So right now I'm playing hollow chess. Because my beacon is right here, that is where the center of the hollow chess board is. So the hollow chess, the way it works is that your phone has a circle, projected on your screen, and that circle, like if you're using your headset in a virtual reality and usually kind of use it as an aim, that's how this works. So you use it and you're looking at the hollow chess board, which the end of the board to me is right here. So if I was to put my arms on and kind of lean, this is how it would be. And I'm looking at the board. So you move your characters like you would in a chess game, but you use your headset to kind of aim what space you need the character to go to, and you use this, you know, the buttons on this to move your character. One great feature I gotta say is that you can actually walk around the hollow chess board. So if I want to kind of look around and look at the actions of my character, and then when they're like battling, I can actually look at it at any angle. That is a great feature. The flaw to this is the fact that this is never fully stationary. It wobbles, it jitters, kind of moves up and down. And I'm not sure if it's just because of this trying to read the light, or if there's any other distractions from other light. I don't know. But it's never feels solid in one place. It just kind of moves. But that doesn't really matter because I'm playing hollow chess that is on the Millennium Falcon. I wish you can see the Millennium Falcon, but I'm playing hollow chess. The characters look pretty sweet, and the fact is when I move my characters and I'm going to battle it, against them, I can look at it at any angle I want. I love that. So minor flaws about it, jittery and never feeling solid. It's actually quite fun. You level up, you unlock different characters. So in each planet, you kind of move on, and then each battle, I'm assuming you level up, and then you unlock different creatures. So you have something to look forward to when coming back each time, and then you progress. I hate when games kind of throw everything at you at once. I like the fact that say, hey, come back, keep playing, and unlock more. You have more creatures, and just keep battling it out. It's pretty cool. Strategic combat. If you ever played Star Wars Commander, it works in the same way. Is that you have battlefield, and you have the ability to place, characters, weapons, and vehicles on the battlefield to combat the other team. So right now on Naboo, I have battle droids, and I am the clone troopers. You use your lightsaber as a controller to help choose. So when you bring up this within sight, it shows you, your characters and weapons you can actually place on the battlefield, and then you unlock as you go. So the more you play, the more weapons and characters you unlock to help, you have a victory. The thing is that this is where it kind of has you, require a large living space, because I have Naboo on my couches. I have buildings, all over the place. The good news is that the battle is on the floor, but I have buildings of Naboo all over my stuff. So this is where it does not pay to have a large living space. But the thing is, though, you only care about the battlefield. Everything else is just kind of a not decoration, but just location. Other than that, I'm mainly focused on the battlefield, and I like viewing it from this point of view, and then bringing up and keeping up with characters, and just kind of seeing it. It just looks cool, and it's kind of nice is that you can actually move and then see the battle that way. So I gotta say, it's quite fun, and I'm looking forward to continue playing and unlocking more stuff, and then seeing, what will be available on the other planets in this game. So my overall thoughts about the Star Wars Jedi challenges, it was pretty fun. There were flaws to it, yes. Was it perfect? No. But as a fan of Star Wars, did I have a fun experience? I did. I only played Naboo, which is only one of 6 planets. Each planet, like I said, corresponds to somewhere in the Star Wars timeline. So you work your way up, so there's stuff to look forward to. Each planet has their own set of challenges, and there are 3 game modes. You have the lightsaber battles, strategic combat, and the holochess. The holochess, from what I understand, only has 1 game mode each, but you unlock different creatures. And I'm looking forward to seeing what creatures you unlock in their battle moves. That's something because each one has a different move, and the ability to see it at any angle. That's pretty sweet. The lightsaber battles and strategic combat each have 3 game modes. So there's quite a bit of content and probably hours of stuff, and plenty of things to unlock. There's it seems like a lot of replayability. Every time you go into the app to continue playing. So one thing is right now I'm going to post up a listing of the planets and some of the modes on each planet right now. Alright, now that being said, one thing I did learn is that this lightsaber actually changes colors as you rank up. When I read that, I don't know if they mean just the lightsaber you see in your headset, or if meaning, this lights up as well as, the lightsaber in your headset. Overall, I say I can't do it justice. If you ever experience VR, then you know what I'm talking about. Because there's differences between seeing images or video on TV compared to actually having the headset on. Because in VR, you put the headset on, it puts you in that world. You're like, it's amazing. So it's same with this. Obviously, it puts characters in your living room or your space that you're playing, but it looks cool with the headset on. It looked cool in the commercials too. But one thing I liked was it felt like overall a training experience, because the way they did it was in the style of the holograms in the Star Wars universe. So that was a great touch. So it's like, oh, this is Star Wars. Just the the overall look. They did a pretty good job making it feel like Star Wars. And oh my god, that battle with the lightsaber, so much fun. Was it worth $200? If you're not a big Star Wars fan, no, it's not. Because unless you have tons and tons of content, then But as a Star Wars fan, it's an experience. For $200, just that feeling of battling, like you're seeing it and you're being interactive with the lightsaber, a lot of fun. So it's something you got to try out. And like I said, if you're $200 a Star Wars fan and you wanted to battle these iconic characters, it's worth it. It is definitely worth it. I do got to point out though is that it is, like I said, it is flawed, and like I said earlier on, stuff doesn't seem solid. Maybe I don't know if that's something they can fix in the app. I don't know if that's something that's fixable, but it's not. Stuff doesn't seem always solid, or placed correctly, or flat. Stuff kind of has a little bit of dimension to it, which is great, but it's not like you're playing it and it's like smooth. So there's a little bit of lag. That's all I can think about is just using the word lag on stuff. But overall, does the experience work? Yes, it does. And does the lag interfere with it? Not fully. It kind of ruins the experience a tad bit, but overall, it's quite fun for a fan. All right, please, right here, check out my unboxing video of the Star Wars Jedi challenges. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification so when I post more videos, mainly Star Wars, you get notified. Check out my new video. Right? Thank you guys for watching, and I apologize for my cold and my voice. But if you guys sat through this and dealt with it, you're a better man than I am. Bye.